Hi, this is Lily Cotilla. Welcome to Live in 4D. This is a continuation of personality parts. I just want to talk a little bit further about why personality parts and identifying them are important for a relationship. Over time, you get to become more familiar with these aspects of internal psyche and emotional states. And when they have names, as mentioned before, they're easily identifiable and accessible. And you don't have to get into all the dialogue about emotions and feelings and what's going on for you and this kind of thing. You just know that that aspect of personality is there and it has a one title name. It's simple. But like everything in life, we all have patterns and cycles and ebbs and flows. And so when you spend time with somebody in a relationship and you've identified these personality parts of each other, you start to become aware of various interpersonal cycles. Maybe there's a certain arrangement that comes up. The anger is followed by anxiety, is followed by sadness, is followed by happiness. I'm not sure. But it's something to just pay attention to with respect to your dynamic, is if there are any cycles that exist among these internal emotional states, and also what they have a tendency to be connected with on the outside. Seasons or days of the week, who the person has interacted with that day, how the kids are, occupying their time. Certain environmental milieu will elicit certain aspects of our personality to be more prominent on any given day. So you begin to learn more about yourself and your partner's personality states and the patterns with respect to what they're connected to in the environment. And this way you have more precisional control over setting environmental variables to optimize A, your individual personality, and B, your relational dynamic. There are also internal fluctuations and states based on fatigue, exercise, diet, thoughts, stress levels, all of these things. So various personality parts are also associated with internal aspects of self. One other thing that is fun in a relationship, and it can contain the friction and the anger, and that is that certain parts of personalities don't get along well with each other between the two of you. But if you identify which parts don't like each other, it's even funny when they come out and they're pissed at each other. Let's say one's name is Fred and her name is Cindy, right? So when Fred's out, let's say her real name is Rebecca. Rebecca is like, oh God, please, Fred, don't bring out Cindy. I'm just not in the mood, So those two aspects of the personalities in the couple, if they don't get along and the couple knows this, they can even bring humor into that frictional aspect of the relationship and try and deflect it off. And another reason why peace pieing that the partners in a relationship is important is because then you know that Cindy and Fred, or whatever his name was, don't get along and they don't like each other. That doesn't mean that the other 7 of the 8 or however many personality, internal, emotional states you identify, that doesn't mean that the other 7 don't like each other of the two people in the relationship, if that makes sense. So you're able to compartmentalize the friction and the annoyance rather than have the anger or the upset and the turmoil or the friction spill out over into the entire individual's personality, character, and for you to start going down deleterious mental paths about your relationship and this isn't working and divorce and blah, 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 all that stuff. Cindy and Fred don't get along. That doesn't mean that Rebecca and Dan or whoever his name is, that the primary couple doesn't love each other and want to stay connected. So it really helps to contain the problem areas in the relationship. And as we all know, those can spill over so easily into many facets of the dynamic. Okay. Have fun with that if you choose to incorporate it.